Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session. You are watching Diversity in Living Organisms part 9. So we have been discussing about the classification of living organisms and some lab activities we are doing. Let us continue the lab activities. Okay, are you ready children? Let us proceed. Observe the specimen of fish. You collect fish from a fishmonger and observe its external characters. You might have seen a long spine inside the body of the fish. This is the backbone of the fish. From fish onwards, all animals possess backbones and they are termed as vertebrates. Okay, observe the skin of the fish. The skin is covered by means of scales. Write about the parts of the fish where scales are not present. Okay, open the mouth of the fish and what you have seen. If you open the mouth of the fish, you will see these gills, isn't it? This red color. If you open the mouth, you can see this. You can see the parts of the fish, eye, external parts. Okay, and the gills. Here one cover will be present, that is called operculum. It is a bony fish, so you can see the skeleton, bones, muscles, the fins of the fish, spiny dorsal fin here, pelvic fin, okay, pectoral fin, and a separate this pink color line represents the lateral line system, and here the scales, the caudal fin, tail fin. Okay, it acts like a rudder and which helps in the changing the directions. Okay, vertebrates. From fishes onwards, the animals are called vertebrates. The open side parts of the fish, you can open the side parts of the fish where usually ears are located. What did you see there? Here, side portion, when you open, you can see the eye, the brain part. Okay, so cut open the fish and open its heart, the heart portion. This is the heart. You will find only two chambers are present in the heart. Okay, and the fish heart is called venous heart. Okay, single circuit circulation is observed in the fishes. So directly the blood from all body parts collect into the heart. The heart pumps the blood into the gills, from where it is distributed to all parts of the body. Okay, so what will happen if you keep a small fish out of water for some time? Okay, think what happened? The fish will die because the habitat of the fish is water. Okay, the fish requires oxygen, so it absorbs the oxygen dissolved in water with the help of gills. So when you keep outside the water, what happen? The fish will die. Fishes are the first organisms possessing backbones. So body is covered with scales and the heart is two chambered. Okay, these are aquatic animals and cannot survive on land. So there are specialized organs called gills, useful for respiration. Okay children, next why do we need to give universally accepted names to organisms? Nomenclature. Okay, why do we give universally accepted names for the names of organisms. It is very important. The main thing is to avoid confusion. Okay, think and discuss with your friends and write on this. Here one table is given. Okay, so what is given here? The common name potato is there, for example. The potato in Telugu, Bangaladumpa it is called. In Hindi, Aloo. In Tamil, okay, Urlakij Hangu. Okay, and in Marathi, Batata. In Odia or Orissa, Bilati Aloo. See, the same potato in with these names we will call in different areas, different regions, different language, isn't it? So think. So let us see what happens when we go about using local names. It creates a confusion. Do you know the common names of potato in the different languages? Just now we have seen. Now, suppose you used the name of batata where the people knew only English. Would you get your potatoes? No. Nobody identify. So the people identify with local names, isn't it? So we see that the local names may create a lot of confusion. So this would hinder the study about any organism, as talking about it in one place would not match with the other. Okay, that's why one name, universal name, that is called the scientific name, is given to avoid the confusion. That's the reason why there is a necessity of nomenclature. Okay, naming and grouping of organisms is called the classification. It is a taxonomy, the science of classification. Okay, Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, he is the father of taxonomy. So this problem of confusion was resolved by scientists by agreeing upon a scientific name for organisms in the same manner that chemical symbols and formulae for various substances are used over the world. Okay, common salt, for example, sodium chloride, it is a universally accepted name. Okay, like that. For animals and plants also, there is a name called scientific name, which is universally accepted, which can be used everywhere. Okay, naming of organisms with a distinctive scientific name is called nomenclature. It is unique and can be used to identify organisms anywhere in the world. Certain norms are followed while writing the scientific names. What are they? The genus should begin with a capital letter. Okay, the scientific name, binomial nomenclature introduced by the Linnaeus, Carolus Linnaeus. The two names are there. The first one is the genus name and the second name is the specific name. The genus name is always started with a capital letter and the species should begin with a small letter. When printed, the scientific name would be in italics. Okay, the scientific name should be in italics when we print. When written by hand, the genus name and the species name have to be underlined separately. Okay, if you handwrite, then if you printed means in italics we have to print, and if you write by hand, then you have to underline the genus name and specific name. For example, the scientific name of mango tree is Mangifera indica. Okay, Mangifera is the genus or specific? Genus. Indica is the specific. Okay, scientific name include two parts. The first portion is called as a generic name and the second name is called as a specific name. Okay, for example, human beings, Homo sapiens. Okay, always generic name should be written with capital letter and the specific name with a small letter. Okay. So here one more activity. Try to find out the scientific name of at least 10 organisms that you see around you. Okay. To classify, just keep the following points in mind. What is the procedure here? The first one, observe, make a labeled sketch of the organism. Okay, use a dissecting microscope as necessary. Write a brief description of the organism, focusing on the characteristics that distinguish it as a member of its group. Select a criteria for classification, for example, body structure. Research the classification of the organism as done by other scientists. Okay, same procedure you can follow. So here try to find out the names for these questions. Find out the answer for these questions. First question, is the organism prokaryote or eukaryote? Okay, if it is a unicellular primitive, prokaryote without the true nucleus. Okay, then eukaryote means with well developed nucleus, with nuclear membrane. Is the organism unicellular, multicellular or colonial? Okay, first unicellular or multicellular, or which lives in group. Okay, next, how does the organism reproduce? Whether asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. If it is asexual reproduction, then which type of asexual reproduction? Okay, next, what are the sources of energy and carbon for the organism? Okay, so these are the 4 criterions we have to take. So for example, you can take if you consider amoeba, it is a eukaryote. Okay, well developed nucleus is present. It is unicellular. Okay, organism reproduced by binary fission. Then what are the sources of energy and carbon for the organism? Means holozoic nutrition. Okay, it feeds on particulate food materials. Like that, any organism, you have to consider these 4 characteristic features. Okay, at least 10 organisms if you take. So you have to classify them. So after identifying, you have to give the name, and you can write the taxonomic rank also like this if possible. Okay, for example, kingdom Animalia, kingdom Plantae. 2 examples I have taken here. One is human, and the other one is buttercup. Okay, so kingdom Animalia, human being belongs to. Phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order primate, and family Hominidae, genus Homo, and species specimen. Common name humans. And if you take a plant, kingdom Plantae, phylum Angiospermophyta, class Eudicotidae, order Ranunculales, family Ranunculaceae, genus Ranunculus, species Acris, Ranunculus acris. So the common name is buttercup. Okay, so like that you can consider any organism and you can classify based on the characteristic features, and you can allot the taxonomic classification also you can write. This is a hierarchy classification, systematic arrangement. Okay, the species occupied the bottom place. Okay, species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom. This is the order of arrangement. Okay, as we go from top to bottom, okay, the similarities will increase. As we grow from bottom to top, similarities will decrease, because the taxa size is increasing from species to kingdom. As the size of the taxa is increasing, the number of similarities will decrease. Okay, because a kingdom includes several phyla, a phylum includes several classes, a class includes several orders, and okay, a order includes several families, and a family includes several genus, and a genus includes several species. Okay, so that's why representation in this manner gives clear cut the classification. Okay, so using of scientific names help us in avoiding confusion, number one, and it also helps in systematic study. Okay, children, hope you understood. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.